Howdy, folks. Welcome to our first Watkins Family Hour, Phase 2. This is for our patron. We have a patron. You guys are patrons.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being our patrons. We are here at Sean's house. This is his home studio setup downstairs.
Yep.
And this is where we do a lot of demos and a lot of the recording that we have been doing, like proper records, proper recording we do here too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a little half basement. There's a window over there. We'll show you around sometime. But for now, we're gonna play you a few songs. Get the show started. We have a couple of very special guests. But we'll start off with a couple of songs from our record called Brother Sister.
It just came out in April, and in lieu of touring, we get to play for you all this way.
Yep, this is our tour. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What once was a lifeline, thrown from a boat, stop it from drowning, keep you afloat. Now there's a tether tied to a moor, keeping you ashore. All that you need, gotta leave it behind. It's all burning down, it's just a matter of time. Once this fire was a vision of grace, now it's just another reason. Now it's just another reason to get away. Now it's just another reason to get away.
There's a fire that's been burning since the day you arrived. Get your world turning, and you kept it alive.
The hope you uphold, aligned in the dirt, even when it hurts. All that you need, gotta leave it behind. It's all burning down, it's just a matter of time. Once this fire was a vision of grace, now it's just another reason. Now it's just another reason to get away. Now it's just another reason to get away.
One hand holds what it is that you want. The other is open what you forgot.
It's just another reason to get away.
One hand holds what it is that you want.
It's just another reason to get away.
The other is open what you forgot.
It's just another reason to get away. One and all what it is that you want.
And it's just another reason to get away.
The other is open to what you forgot. And it's just another reason to get away. One and all what it is that you want. And it's just another reason to get away. The other is open to what you forgot. And it's just another reason to get away.
Just another reason, guys. Just one more reason. We'll do another one off the record. We've been asked a lot about this song. It talks about the power that everyone has, really, to affect other people.
Yeah, I saw a headline on a local news broadcast one time that said, "Fake badge, real gun," and I assume that the story was exactly what you think. But I felt like it had a lot to be mined out within it. that little meager local news headline. So here it is. 2, 3, 4.
You got a fake badge and a real gun, shooting down what you cannot run. In your mouth, a bullet tub. With a fake badge and a real gun, you're looking out for your number one, doing things that can't be undone. You can have your day, you can have your fun, you can say what you say till we're all tired and numb. You can have your way and throw your tantrums, but the truth will be waiting. The truth will be waiting. You got a fake badge and a real gun, throwing shame in animal love. Give them hell up above. With a fake badge and a real gun, you only see a 501. You'll never know the damage you've done. You can have your day, you can have your fun, you can say what you say till we're all tired and numb. You can have your way and throw your tantrums, but the truth will be waiting. The truth will be waiting. Truth will be waiting. The truth will be waiting. The truth will be waiting.
All right. Well, the truth will be waiting, folks.
I would like to. I think we should explain to people who haven't seen a Family Hour what that we we have guests. We play a bunch of songs. Sometimes they're songs off of our record. Sometimes they're cover songs or whatever we want. Obviously, that's what bands do.
Yeah, we've been doing these shows monthly for about 18 or 19 years at our home club here in Los Angeles called Largo. And it's been a really great place for us to experiment with new songs, play covers, just really anything goes.
A really good excuse also to just to get together with people to play.
And to meet new people.
Yeah.
To people, there are so many people that live here in Los Angeles, musicians, that we wouldn't have been able to play with or meet if it weren't for this amazing scene that surrounds Largo and Los Angeles.
And also, there's so many times be having coffee with somebody. Maybe it's like a writing date where you just get together and see if you want to write together, or somebody you meet at a party at someone else's house, and you say oh, we should play together sometime, and usually that ends with yeah, we totally should, and you never do. But it was just amazing to have this opportunity to be hey, actually we have this gig tomorrow if you want to come down and play with us.
I met this next guy. He's just an ultimate hero. I met him through somebody I was playing with at Largo, the Hayden triplets. He had produced their first record, and that's how I met him and got to play a few shows with him and them. But he's just he's one of those people that you can't really. There's not really enough time to say, even begin to scratch the surface of stuff that he's done. As I did a count, it seems like he's got 17 or 18 solo records, but he's played on so many records that you know and love. You know, a lot of involvement with the Rolling Stones. He produced the Buena Vista Social Club record. You know, around the time when we asked him to do this, there was a lot of talk in the news. There was a lot of tear gas being thrown around. I should say that first. But that's kind of a random little thing thrown in there. Sorry, guys. But his latest solo record, it's called Prodigal Son, came out a couple years ago. It's fantastic. All of his records are. They're so great. Should we just introduce him?
Yeah.
Please enjoy the one and only Ry Cooder.
Is it gonna wait? Right?
Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know you like music because you're tuned into the Sean and Sarah show, Family Time, Quarantine Family Hour Time. And we're going to do, Joaquin and I are going to do a little tune for you by Sleepy John Estes, who's the kind of man who's not around here anymore. He's not with us. Luckily, we have records. We, as a people, have records. It's about all we have, but we do have it. And Sleepy John, he was called that because he went to sleep. These days, we call it narcolepsy, or either that or he just was, he preferred to be quiet, I think. He was a quiet man. I knew him when he was an older fella, living in Brownsville, Tennessee, in a shack with two-room shack with no doors in the door and no windows in the window, in the edge of a bean field. But when he was rediscovered during the folk music upsurge in the 60s, and they brought him to Washington, D.C. to play in the Folklife Festival there, outside in a little amphitheater space somewhere. And while he was on stage playing with Hammy Nixon, and I think Yank Rachel on mandolin, they had a anti-Vietnam War protest right in the adjacent area, which he didn't know anything about. And he was just there, and he was blind. So he was singing his tunes, doing his little show. Audience was seated, and all of a sudden, tear gas comes floating by from this demonstration that the cops waited in, started shooting tear gas. He fell out. He didn't know what was around. He didn't know what was going on. But he wrote this tune about it, so we know it's true. It's called Blind Man Messed Up in Tear Gas. Let's go. I learned it from him direct. Well, when I got to Washington, you know I was feeling alright. Yeah, but when I left, I was feeling bad. It's bad and sad. There's a blind man messed up in tear gas. Well, I heard a racket over on the so much.
Thank you, Rye. We can't believe that you volunteered to be a part of our show. Thanks so much.
So cool. Really cool. And that song, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just a little gem from the past. All right, we're going to do another song off of our record. This song is called Lafayette. 2, 3, 4. It's 1,000 miles and 700 more to your arms from this pallet on the floor. It's been a while, 10 years or more. Still my heart is your prisoner of war. It's a long way down a broken road back to where I'm from. California's fading in the sun. Somewhere along this lonesome road I abandoned my load. But please don't forget me, Lafayette, when there's nowhere left to run. Oh, LA's fine when it's not burning down. Broken dreams set the pictures of sound. I've done my time, and I could live here now. But maybe this year everything will turn around. It's a long way down a broken road back to where I'm from. California's quaking in the sun. Somewhere along this lonesome road I abandoned my love. But please don't forget me, Lafayette, when there's nowhere left to run. It's a long way down a broken road back to where I'm from. California's fading in the sun. Somewhere along this lonesome road I abandoned my love. But please don't forget me, Lafayette, when there's nowhere. When there's nowhere. When there's nowhere left to run.
I like that song.
Thank you, Sarah.
We don't do it very often. I like it.
Playing the Nashville tuning guitar here.
Yeah.
Switch back. What's next?
Next is the first song off of our record, Brother Sister, and it speaks
Oh, yeah.
about the cure to some ununderstood scenario.
Yeah. This song ended up being appropriately titled for our time. The Cure. But we're always looking for a cure, aren't we, folks? To everything. All right. I've been praying for a breakthrough, as long as everything stays the same. I avoided the cure, but it found me anyway. I was looking for a redo, but my game hadn't changed. And hoping for a different outcome is insane. This is good, this is real, it's how it's supposed to feel. Right here, now, both feet planted on the ground. I've been praying for a breakthrough, as long as everything stays the same. I avoided the cure, but it found me anyway. Sometimes you gotta break down and throw everything away. Take a look at it all, it's a curtain call of yesterdays. Now and then you gotta leave town and your zero-sum games for a place with no sound and no one around who knows your name. This is good, this is real, it's how it's supposed to feel. Right here and now, both feet planted on the ground. Sometimes you gotta break down and throw everything away. I avoided the cure, but it found me anyway. This is good, this is real, it's how it's supposed to feel. Right here and now, both feet planted on the ground. I've been praying for a breakthrough, as long as everything stays the same. I avoided the cure, but it found me anyway. Sometimes you gotta break down and throw everything away. I avoided the cure, but it found me anyway. But it found me anyway. But it found me anyway.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have it's time for our second guest now. This is somebody who is a dear friend. I've gotten to spend oh wait, hang on. Oh dear heavens. I did something wrong. Sorry guys.
Wrong one. Yeah,
I've gotten to spend the last couple years traveling around the world with this woman, and she just put out a beautiful record called
Incredible record.
World on the Ground, and we're gonna talk to her, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Sarah Jarose.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey guys.
Thank you for joining us on our
what are we calling this?
We're
program?
calling it the Watkins Family Hour special phase 2.
Phase 2.
Phase 2.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you in phase 2 there in Nashville? What's the phase over there right now?
Yeah, I think it's still 2.
Are
I'm
people even
pretty sure.
talking about it? Is it a thing?
I mean, it's a thing. I'm just still of the mindset of only leaving the house when absolutely necessary to get groceries and such. So I'm not really thinking about it in that sense.
You
But
haven't been to Kid Rock's bar yet?
no, oh God, no. Steering clear of that.
You just put out a record during this COVID-19 time, and it's such a beautiful record. I love it.
Yeah.
And can you tell us about the recording process and everything? You made this in New York.
I made it in New York. Yeah, I started recording it about a year ago, last May, and worked with John Leventhal, one of my favorite musicians and people, and just all around awesome guy. Yeah, and we did the whole thing at his home studio in Manhattan, in Chelsea, which was like very convenient for me because it was only 7 stops on the subway from my apartment.
Nice.
So it was fun. It was actually, I've never made a record in New York before, so it was psychologically there was something cool about it, just like hopping on the train to head to the studio and like get in work mode. Yeah, and we recorded it just, I mean, in between, because you and I were touring with Aoife, and so just any little breaks in between that touring, John and I would get together a few days here and there, and we finished it like just under the wire before the world changed. I think we mastered the record like a month before, like in the middle of February, so a month before everything kind of changed.
Is it all you guys playing on the record?
There's a couple of guests. Sean Pelton, who's a great drummer, played drums on 2 of the songs, but then John played all the rest of the drums.
Right.
And then some great singers on a song called I'll Be Gone, Catherine Russell and Curtis King and Dennis Collins. They did like amazing background vocals on that song. And then there's strings on like 3 songs, but other than that, it's just me and John.
Yeah, so cool.
The record has a really unified vibe to it, and it feels like it all kind of came from the same place inside you.
Yeah.
All the songs fit together so well, and you're gonna do the song Johnny.
Yes.
Yeah. What can you tell us about that? Do you have any? You don't have to. You don't have to like tell us what it's about, but like, is
John and I were talking about the song.
any context that would be nice or helpful?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I went into this. Normally I go into records having all the songs written, or at least like mostly fleshed out. And I went into this one with only kind of four songs that were mostly written, and then I did a lot of writing with John. I just wanted to have some more open, like just be more open to learning and growing, especially because he's a musician, kind of like you said, Sarah, like collaborating in that way. But this song, Johnny, was one that I just wrote by myself. But it sort of felt like it opened the door for me and John to work together, because I had done the writing, but it just arranging it and sort of it exploded into this kind of bigger sound. And it was just so fun to kind of play the first verse and John be like, double the vocal, do your harmony, like all thinking that it was maybe just going to be a demo. And then a lot of it wound up on the final track. So it was a fun journey.
Great.
Yeah, and kind of the first time I've written from a character perspective. So it was kind of refreshing for me to not be singing from my point of view.
Right. Yeah. One thing I love about is how it's such a small thing, but it's so cool how the going into the chorus, there's like that sharp 5 chord. It's like the chorus chords start before the chorus lyrics do, which is so cool. I love that.
I think John might have had that idea to kind of bring that in, like kind of back around into the chorus like that.
It's a cool move. It like kind of, I don't know, bridges those 2 parts in a really cool way.
Thanks.
All right, well, Droz is going to play a song in a little bit here, and thank you so much
Great to see you,
for
Sarah.
joining us.
You
So
look
good
good.
to see you guys.
Love
Miss you so much.
Miss you too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, from her brand new record, which is called World on the Ground, here is Sarah Jarosz doing Johnny.
Johnny's on the back porch drinking red wine. He knows that it could be the very last time he raises the glass up to his lips and wonders, how could a boy from a little bay town grow up to be a man, fly the whole world round, and then back up on the same damn ground he started. You might not get what you pay for, you know that nothing's for sure, and an open heart looks a lot like the wilderness. Lately he's been thinking about the meaning of time. The small amount we're given must be some sort of crime. Yet the little we have feels like too much most of the time. He takes another sip of that blood red wine, just waiting on the stars that will never align. A little luck, a little love, a little light, and you'll be doing just fine. You might not get what you pay for, you know that nothing's for sure, and an open heart looks a lot like the wilderness. So open up your heart, take it out and put it back in. Signs are all around you, let it begin. You might not get what you pay for, you know that nothing's for sure, and an open heart looks a lot like the wilderness. You might not get what you pay for, you know that nothing's for sure, and an open heart looks a lot like the
Yay, Sarah! Thank you so much.
We love,
Sarah Jarosz, everybody.
we love us some Sarah Jarosz. I remember seeing Sarah at bluegrass festivals when she was maybe like 10, 11, 12 years old. She was shredding already. So good.
Sarah Jarosz, the shredder. That's what she's known as.
I was trying to make a segue because we're going to do a bluegrass song now.
Yeah.
This one's called Bella and Ivan. It's a song I wrote years ago, named after two crazy dogs.
R.I.P.
Yes. R.I.P. Bella and Ivan. Here we go. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Bill and Ivan, folks.
Was there was some symbol, something was happening there. Did you?
It wasn't me playing the drums.
No, I might have hit it accidentally.
Could have been doing some bow arm
Might have.
snare, some
Yeah.
bow arm hi-hat. We have a
Guys.
couple things to mention.
I was gonna say in 2 minutes after we finish this next song, which is the last one for today, we're going to be meeting any of you favorite cousin people. There's like a tier that's favorite cousins, and so we'll see in like 2 minutes after this song.
On Zoom.
On Zoom, yeah.
It's a Zoom after show hang. You can ask the questions. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't want to show up. Maybe it's just gonna be us hanging out. But
Maybe
hopefully you do. We would love to
It's
see
gonna
you.
be very candid.
Yes.
So yeah, what was the other one? Thing?
The other thing is, I guess I just want to say thank you to all you guys for watching. I know some of you guys are watching now live. Some of you guys are going to watch it later, hopefully. But we're going to be doing these every 2 weeks.
Yep.
From now on, and also on our Patreon page, you'll notice all kinds of other stuff, a bunch of stuff from the archives. We're going to be releasing every 2 weeks as well.
Yep. Next week, I think we're gonna release another song next week. For
Next Thursday.
yes, for
Long Hot Summer Days, I think.
yeah, it's a really really special version of that song. So be looking for that.
We're going to end with the last song that's on our record. This song is called Keep It Clean, and on the record we have a bunch of our friends, some people who are regulars at Largo when we were able to play live. We wish we could. We were very much looking forward to the time in the future when we can be with them in the same room together, playing music. But for now, this will just be us. I guess that's it.
That's it, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yep. 2, 3, 4. Well, I went to the river, couldn't get across. Jumped on your pop because I thought he was a horse now. Brought him over, give me Coca-Cola, lemon soda, saucer and ice cream, soap and water, for I keep it clean.
Well, up she jumped and down she fell. Her mouth flew open like a mussel shell. Now,
Brought him over, give me Coca-Cola, lemon soda, saucer and ice cream, soap and water, for I keep it clean. Coca-Cola, lemon soda, soft serve ice cream, soap and water, for to keep it clean. If you wanna go to heaven when you DIE, you better put on your collar and your TIE now. Roll him over, give me Coca-Cola, lemon soda, soft serve ice cream, soap and water, for to keep it clean.
Now if you wanna get the rabbit out the yellow tree, you got to put on the stump like a DOT.
Run him over, give me Coca-Cola, lemon soda, soft serve ice cream, soap and water, for to keep it clean. Well, run here, doctor, run here fast. See what's the matter with the jazz, jazz, jazz now. Roll him over, give me Coca-Cola, lemon soda, soft serve ice cream, soap and water, for to keep it clean. Soap and water, for to keep it clean. Wash your hands, folks. Wear your masks. Keep it clean.
We'll see you next time. Oh, I've got to turn you off. Hang on, I've got to stop this. Ready?
All right.
Bye. Bye.